Today is prep day inside my cookie business. I've got cookie bases to make, cookies to stamp, fondant to put on, and a bunch of behind the scenes jobs. So if you've ever wondered what goes into prepping for a large cookie order, come spend the day with me. Currently it is 9 o'clock and I'm just getting myself ready. I'm washing my hands, putting my hair up, and making myself a coffee. I've received a lot of orders throughout the week for the Matariki holiday coming up. A lot of companies have ordered cookies to celebrate the Maori New Year's. I have about 100 star cookies to make, so I'm just getting a head start on the batter. The customer wanted vanilla-based cookies in a star shape. So I've made the dough and I'm just going to roll it flat and then get out my star cookie cutter and just cut them into stars. I didn't show myself making all 100 cookies because that would just take too long and it would be quite boring. So I'm moving on to the next task, which is making 50 cookies for a customer that is coming to collect today. I think this order deserves a special shout out because the grandma of the customer is turning 100, which doesn't happen every day and is a great milestone. The customer chose pink to put on all 50 cookies, so I'm just using the leftover white that I have, mixing it up, rolling it, and then I'll move on to getting the stamp ready. The phrase that the customer wanted on the cookies was Joanne's 100th birthday. So I'm just putting the letters on the stamp and then I'll be cutting out the circles to put on the cookies. Once I've cut out the fondant circles, I just put them to one side and I start putting the letters on the fondant letter trays. I always find stamping really satisfying because you can see the design come together so quickly, and I feel like the customization of the cookie is what makes the celebration so special. Once all the fondant toppers have been stamped, I begin to put them onto the cookies and I start to bag all of them. I'll come back to the cookies, but in the meantime I need to prep some essential ingredients. One of them is sugar syrup. I use sugar syrup on pretty much all my cookies. I use it to paste on the fondant and the edible images. Once the syrup has been made, I let it sit inside the pot and I move on to unpackaging these eggs that I got delivered. I'm also going to be cutting about 3 kgs worth of butter into slices, just so it's a lot easier for me to put on the scale and weigh. I'm also going to be making my salted caramel filling. This is a filling option in my cupcakes. I'm also going to pour on the sugar syrup that I made earlier, transfer it to the fridge, and then carry on with making the caramel. I will then transfer the salted caramel to this bowl to cool down a little bit. And then next it's on to making the lemon curd for the cupcakes. I'm also trialing a few cupcake recipes. One of them is chocolate ganache cupcake. It's a chocolate-based cupcake with creamy chocolate ganache in the middle. Everything is made in-house, so I'm just trialing this recipe to see if it holds its moisture and if it tastes good too. Surprisingly, the cupcakes turned out really well. They were super moist and they had a nice chocolatey flavour, but unfortunately for these cupcakes, they were anything but perfect. I tried to make a lemon and strawberry cupcake. My first mistake was actually adding the lemon curd into the batter. I think the acidity from the lemons actually messed with the batter and made them super dry and dense. I also added some strawberry mixture that I made into the middle to create this like marble swirl, which made the cupcakes look kind of cool, but I overfilled them and they were really dry. We still ate them, but next time I'll make the lemon curd a filling instead of adding it directly into the batter. To finish off today's prep, I'm tackling a few of the smaller jobs that help everything run smoothly behind the scenes. I'm also working on some new thank you card designs. I love finding little ways to improve the customer experience, and something as simple as a thank you card can actually make an order feel a little bit more special. I'm adding the ingredient labels on the back of the bags. I have these full ingredient labels that I've made that feature the ingredients inside the cookie as well as the nutritional value. I buy all my bags in bulk and I literally just peel the back of the sticker off and paste them onto the bags. I already have some bags prepared, but I have a couple of corporate orders coming up, so I want to make sure that I'm extra prepared. Next, I'm putting together some boxes ready for upcoming orders. I always like having packaging prepared in advance because it makes packing days so much quicker. And these are the boxes that I use for my smaller orders. So about 10 cookies can fit in here. I'm adding my branded sticker as well as the thank you cards. I like to have a handful of these prepared because it just makes life so much easier. My final task today is handing the customer their orders. The customer that ordered the 100 cookies is downstairs. Her family is downstairs, so I'm just walking down to give them their order. I had another one of my customers order last minute birthday cookies. They arrived about 30 minutes after the first order was picked up, so I just walked down and gave them their order too. Officially the last task for the day, so I'll see you in my next video.